Okay. I'm always like, oh, my team, they need practical steps. And what if they don't know what to do? And wording and verbiage. And then I'm like, you know what? We have so many tools for you. And if you have it all popped in on our work club calls, or if you can't pop in on our work club calls on Wednesdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. Central, we actually have a bunch of simple resources in a chat. And I think it's called the work club chat for you to use no matter what time of day you end up setting aside time to work. Um, the more I've looked back on my business and the more I talk to other jewels, and I connect with a lot of people on these trips, you guys, where I get to be alongside other jewels that have built these huge organizations and other diamonds. And it's always the same thing. When you ask them about their story, they're usually like, I prioritized intentional work. I refused to compare. I stayed focused. I refused to quit. And I continually poured back into myself. So I had something to pour back on to the people that were joining me, right? Those are the main things that you hear over and over again. Or I decided I was going to be a jewel, so I decided to start to learn how to work like a jewel. Those are the basics, but the biggest thing, they didn't give up. And they had to continue strengthening their own belief because in any industry, you can get fatigued and you can lose your long-term focus. And you can let other priorities of your day, especially us moms who have these 24 hours
Mhm.
all up to us to determine what goes where, how, and when. It is very easy to get lazy, stop leading yourself, and be like, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, right? Been there a million times myself, you guys. I have not done this perfectly. I do not go down an IPA sheet, and I don't know how you envision me in your head, but it's far from perfect. What I have been is consistent, 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 and showing up no matter how I feel. I will say almost to a fault. You guys have seen it. I've been on calls with fevers, with barfing. There's no need for you to do that. My brain goes into hyperdrive and I will show up and I will not feel any symptoms anymore. I'm not kidding until the end of a call. That is how much I think the passion and my belief is so strong. I literally love you all. I want to say this that I would give my life for each one of you. I treasure you. I thank God for you. I am praying for you. When I say I'm praying for you, I mean in my notes app in my phone, and this is like I kind of want to stop recording because yeah, we don't tell everybody I'm the most amazing prayer warrior in the world. I'm not. You guys are in my phone in various days of the week that I lift you up on my treadmill no matter what. Okay. So anytime you see me here, it really is because of love. And I want us all to go back to this culture that we have here, that many of us have built together. There's this foundation of a culture here. We have seen people come and go, dozens of them, dozens who said they were gonna be jewels, dozens who worked faithfully for months, maybe years, dozens who we held hands with and cried with and prayed with. And you guys, it's a thing. I work very hard to have a loose grasp, it's hard, right? I'm like, Lord, I surrender these people. I don't know how long you have for them to stay here. I believe that there is no coincidence. There's a reason why you're here today. And I am going to make mention of four reasons why people might have left or why you might find yourself veering into it would be easier if I wasn't doing this. And we could just spend less money every month. My husband could get a second job. Oh, I could go work, I don't know, in a coffee shop or TJ Maxx, whatever it is, you guys. Number one, I feel like some people, they got a quick paycheck and then they didn't stay long enough to hit really, really hard times. Like so many of us, have you hit hard times in this business? Please raise your hand. I hope all you all do, right? Hard times, and they haven't had a chance to move through the hard times with the sidelines, with a sponsor, with a loved leader, right? Number two, all of us, at a certain point, your ego will show up. And I do believe some have left because they couldn't handle their ego couldn't handle not being in the direct spotlight on a daily regular basis, with whether it be with rank ups or maybe with their team, or with like not understanding. Sometimes I think the ego doesn't understand that it's not a one man band here. It takes collaboration and success partnering, which if you're in our book club, you know, the guy was talking about not calling it accountability, but calling it success partnering, which so many of us, I think it was Jay Mitch and I especially, were like, yes, please sign me up. Success partnering sounds better than accountability. I don't know, some PTSD for some of us from the past, right? But people who are horrified to share real points, real goals, real emotion, because it's scary. You guys, it is. It's scary for a fragile spirit. I don't know how you view me, but I mean, people who really know me, they know I have a fragile spirit, you guys. Like, if I'm showing up at all strong, it is Christ in me without a doubt. Okay. If I can do this and send out the wrong graphic before this call, by the way, with totally the wrong times, you could do this too. Okay. A third reason why so many people can leave, or you could be tempted to leave, is this. And I actually, within the last many months, have hit this new like blockade that I'm now like, no, I want to move past this. I have a hunger to move past it. If you have any sort of hunger to move past this stuff, you can. Okay. And it's lacking a growth mindset. A growth mindset always allows us to desire and to honestly to have hunger to change our behavior, even if it's just a little bit, in order to get different results, right? Like having a handful of daily commitments to yourself when no one is watching in this business. If you want more than $2,000 a month, you better believe you're gonna have a handful of commitments that you are doing behind the scenes every single day. And I'm just here to say you might be barely surviving in your home or in your business right now, but you can. You can grow your brain. You can change your skill sets. You can bust through this massive plateau. You can hit gold. You can hit senior gold. You can hit ruby again and again and again. Senior ruby. You can hit emeralds. I believe that there are, I'm going to say it in our GG Biz chat. I believe there are a dozen emeralds in there. Are you one of them? I could see each one of you being an emerald and handling the daily simple commitments of follow through. Okay. But number four reason why sometimes we can't see ahead, or we want to quit, or we're like, I can't change those things yet. It's just a character issue. We need to grow in our character, you guys. And it's becoming the person that we need to be in order to lead the organization that we actually feel called to lead. And to me, being told you need to totally transform to turn into a diamond leader, that to me is so scary. I'm like, I don't want to just change my whole person. Can I keep anything that's of me? You guys, character, this is from God's word in James chapter 1. Character comes from persevering under trial and not giving up. So you'll want character. You're not going to gain it by just ditching out here. It's staying here, deciding this feels like a trial that I can't show up to work club. I don't want to do the customer care that actually would only take 40 minutes. Persevere in that. Decide to just do that. You guys, that is where your character will start to grow, and mine will continue to grow, right? Okay, so I just want to say, you guys, this team, Guts and Grace, I want this place to be a place of learning and a place where if you're having a really bad day, you can have a really bad day. I don't want all of us to continually have these masks on before ourselves where we're like, everything's fine, I'm pushing through. No, like we are here to make sure that each one of us, that we're not bullying ourselves and our teams when we can't show up or when we're done for the day, right? We're here to pull out giftings out of one another. The fact that you are here, that you set aside time, that you have your cameras on, I pray God will not only just bless you for that today, but that you will have teams this size, bigger, way bigger than my organization who show up with their cameras on too. This is it. People who are coming in, you want to bring value, in Guts and Grace. And I'm mentioning this because we have a customer care Facebook group that we are working on putting together now. If you want any part to play in it, please join us. I am linking arms with the people on our team that have the best retention and have for years. You know why I want to team up with people like that? Because they might not realize how good of retention they have. See many of you on here, but they do, and we need those people to teach us, to lead alongside of, right? So Guts and Grace Wellbeing, Guts and Grace Wellbeing will be our customer care Facebook group. And when you bring on a new customer, and with your old customers too, we will be welcoming them with graphics. Oh yeah, it is not just going to be a place where we talk about our products and detox and the best way to start and how to tweak your orders and add-ons. Oh no. It is also going to include information on grounding, the importance of early light. There is going to be nutritional information in there, real live meal ideas, real live snack ideas, real challenges, step challenges to get people moving again together. But you guys, that is not that I cannot just lead a group like that. And I wouldn't want any of you to just lead a group like that alone. You want to grab people who have been doing this, who have the vision with you, who are ready to serve and show up no matter what. It's a commitment, right? Okay, so this friendship that we have here, our teams, they don't feel this right now. They're not on this call, you guys. And in Guts and Grace community, that's not our culture. That's not our culture. That's a resource page. So Guts and Grace Wellbeing will be more of a place to put on lives, to train, to hear from Liz, to hear from a physician assistant as to why she chooses Plexus and feels as though she's helped as many or more with our products than she has during her time in whatever she always says. I don't remember. What does she always say? She always uses a word that I'm like, it's very physicianish. I don't know. See, you guys.
Integrative medicine. Sorry, I can't stop my camera from tracking me, and I know it's super distracting because I'm cooking, so that's why I have my camera off.
It is the weirdest thing. It's kind of robot. It's kind of weird.
It's a setting, and I can't figure out how to turn it off. I have researched it. I just need my 11-year-old to do it for me.
It's not bothering any of us, so I can tell you that much. Rachel Carl was on here and she was on her walking pad and she's like, I'm so sorry, it's so distracting. I'm like, oh, not at all. It's very inspiring. I need to go walk later too. You guys, I'm here to remind us though that we are a certain type of woman here. There is an emotional maturity here that is so special. So many of us too, we're grounded in the faith. Yes, we are very imperfect. We also know that too. This is a humble community of women. We lift each other up. We're not putting on airs. We're calling stuff out in each other. And then what do? We build each other back up. We want to draw so many into this. Do you ever stop and let yourself ponder, what would it feel like and what would it look like if I was depositing $10,000 into my family's bank account every month? How would that feel? Have you stopped and like let yourself really ponder that? How would it feel to have a group like this with cameras on and you get to share about your $10,000 paycheck that they helped build and the gratitude that you would have for your team. You guys, like, I pondered those things. I pondered what that was going to feel like and what these people might look like. I pondered a screen full of beautiful faces and seeing other diamonds that I just was like, go, you're way better than me. And me getting trained by my level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7 diamonds under me. I look forward to that. Are you thinking that way? Or is your vision too small? Has it gotten tiny again? You guys, we have to make sure that we are still embracing that value of the opportunity in network marketing and the fact that this is about caring for others. We cannot underestimate the precious gift that we have in relationship to people, in our ability to pray for people, check up on them, speak life into them, offer financial solutions to them, offer true life-changing products to them. Quick story, and you guys have probably heard it before. There was I believe he was almost in junior high, and he had been continually bullied in his school. And his parents, like for 4 straight years, and his parents were finally like, we're gonna put you in another school. He went to the new school, you guys, and on day 1, it started again. It started again. And he went to his locker and he was like, you know what? I'm going to clean out my locker. Today's the day I'm going to end it all. I don't want to put my parents through anymore. Like, talking about kind of some emotional maturity there, thinking about his precious parents. Like, I don't even want them to have to come to school and have to clean out my locker. I'm going to clean out my locker. He was getting really nervous, makes me cry. And he was dropping books and like just nervous, right? And a child came over and helped him pick up his stuff and put it back into his locker with him without even saying a word. It was that moment that that child was like, that, that was love. Like, I think that was love. I don't want to do this. I've decided not to do this. He said he had a plan. He had plans beforehand, but he was just looking for an opportunity to like that open door, like, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it all. You guys, that child that stopped to help pick up that stuff, they had no idea what he was going through that first day of school and the pain he was in. And you guys, when we're reaching out to people, my friend Corey, who was a dear friend of mine, had no idea I was drowning in depression, drowning, despairing of my life, thinking of ending of my life, and stuck there amidst having people who loved me, wonderful food, a great roof over my head, healthy children, a faithful husband who was so godly and praying over me. And you guys, she didn't know. We have a gift. And if you feel salesy or sleazy right now, you've forgotten, and we do, you've forgotten the gift that you have in your hands. If this is no longer a gift to you and you don't think of it as that, you're not going to be able to pass it on. You're going to feel salesy and weird in your messages and when you show up on social. We have to go back to this. I firmly believe that this industry and namely Plexus, we actually save lives. Husbands and wives aren't coming together in the evenings anymore because they're so stressed out and their addictions are taking them away and they're, who knows, facing whatever health obstacle. You guys, stress kills. Stress causes us mamas. I mean, we're not victims to it. We choose to do it, to fly off the handle and say things we don't mean to our children. I mean, we have stuff that changes homes and changes lives, and we get to do it together. Look at your beautiful faces. All of these giftings that are here, I want to do better at pulling them out. Let's pull them out so you can shine. And maybe you still don't, you're not even walking in your giftings and you're like, this is not fulfilling to me anymore. Let's help you find your purpose here. We're meant for purpose. So these are 4 things that I really, as I was just pulling together, what is Guts and Grace about? What are us biz builders about? You guys, number 1, we got to go back to living a life of love. Are we loving our neighbor as ourselves? You guys, most people on this planet, right? They only give to somebody if it profits them. They only give to somebody if they know deep down it profits them. And we can all fall into that. Leaders give to profit others. Network marketing only works if we are lifting other leaders up to be better than us, right? And shining the spotlight on them. This is not about me. This is not about you. Yes, you're going to be able to have the freedom of setting your own schedule. And while you are sacrificing for your customers, putting yourself in that uncomfortable moment of this person is ghosting me and I have to message them again. Ew. You guys, you get paid for that. I get paid for that. I get paid big bucks an hour to do that. Do you realize that? Look for those people that need care and your love. Stop speaking so meanly. Is that a word? Yes, I homeschooled my children. Now my daughter will probably say meanly. Stop speaking so mean to yourself. It's so self-focused, right? Let's go build someone else up and then be built up in the truth of God's word. What if your lack of love right now is because you are not stopping to see the gift? Maybe it's your gift of salvation, even, right? You need to be reminded we're forgetful people, you guys. We have a gift. Number 2, going back to deciding to being consistent no matter what. I'm going to say something here, and I wrote it down years ago in one of my notebooks, and I can kind of still visualize my handwriting was like at the top little portion of it. And it was, stopping is what makes restarting so hard, right? Stopping is what makes restarting so hard. That's the same with fitness. You stop for 3 or 4 days and you're like, why does this feel so hard to put into my day and lift up this 10-pound weight? What is this? Because you keep restarting. Now, don't get me wrong. I think a secret that many of you have already found to be true in this business is restarting every day, walking in just fresh grace every day is also so important. But if you are stopping and restarting every 2 weeks, oh my goodness, the gears grinding in your brain and in your heart and in your home to make this work, it's going to make it so much more difficult, right? This whole, I'm working in the background. I've been working in the background. Do you guys ever hear those words from business builders? I know I have. I can't say a dozen times, but enough times where I'm like, this is a thing. And Keith Callahan actually just brought it up in his little thing I'm doing, which I've been very inconsistent to sitting under his words and inspiration, and I can feel it. I need that. I need to continue to be filled up, you guys. But this whole working in the background, you guys, I hope we're all working in the background. Did you know 90% of our work is in the background? It's the messaging and the conversations. Have you forgotten that? We're not playing business here. This is not like, yay, club time. No, work club. Make work your new favorite. But our work is the literally 90%, and it's the background stuff that we're doing. It's not in stories. Like, here I am. It's the relationships and it's the conversations. But that 10% of the showing up in the stories, in our posts, that 10% will affect whether the 90% is even effective. Isn't that a crazy thought? It's a crazy thought. Deciding that consistency is just about finding your own daily flow. Your daily flow might be Fridays, you do customer care only. Do it. Choose it. Do it. Find the flow. Don't stop because the people are leaving. They're going to continue to leave. I had two people quit last week and it stunk. It made me sick again. And then I was beating myself up for feeling sick over it. And it's keep beating myself up over that. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. They're giving up on themselves and they're also going back on their word with me. And I know that they don't feel good about it either. And I also know they desperately need this income, right? To cover the bills, let alone some extra supplements. So find your daily flow. What if God showed you today? Ponder this with me. What if God showed you today that you could earn $4,000 a month by spending 1 to 2 hours a day in your flow? Would you do it? Would you figure it out? I think you would. By the way, $4,000 a month, do you know what that takes with minimum wage being $17? 58 hours a week at minimum wage equals $4,000. You guys, network marketing is life-changing. There are mamas working nights and mamas so stressed out in their homes making sourdough bread, earning like $8 per loaf. And they have enough oomph, this much oomph for their husband once a week. And in the evenings, they might be seeing their children for 2 hours. And in that 2 hours, they're dealing with homework and baths and feeding them their meals. You guys, husbands with multiple jobs, they're getting bellies because of the stress. There's no time to work out. There's no time to even make healthy meals. The brain is disheveled. You guys, we have a gift. The next one, I like to say this to myself. And it's super cheeseball, but it's BK, you go shine bright so your diamonds can find you. Shine bright so your diamonds can find you. You guys, we don't find and develop leaders just by checking boxes in our work club calls or doing our little IPAs. No, we draw them when our hearts and our minds shift from maybe this will work out to God willing, this is going to work. This makes sense. I can. If I learn to work in my flow and learn the skills, I know there are people that need what I have. I know it. You're moving to more of a certainty. It's kind of like if I were to decide to, I don't know, go be a fireman. Can you even imagine? I'd struggle with those huge ladders. Allie and Christy could probably lift the ladders with one hand and do a clean with them or something. I don't know. I would go through that training believing with certainty, I am going to get through. By the grace of God, I am not going to quit because this process is proven. You guys, we have a proven process, and you guys have the best cheerleaders here on the planet. Okay? By shining bright, you guys, let's be leaders that our downlines can count on. Let's be leaders that our customers can count on. Let's be people in our network that people can count on. Sharing something right now. This is uncomfortable. There's a level 4 in our organization who had a customer. This customer came to me and said, I want to re-sign up under you. And I said, well, we just don't do that on my team. I don't do that. I get asked that on a regular basis because I know you see me in Gigi community and you think that's something special, but I'm just like my friend so-and-so. So tell me, how long have you been off of your products? They had been offered their products for over a year, hadn't ordered, begged me. And I said, can you just tell me why? They're like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to figure out how to sign up under you. And I want to be taken care of because of you. And I said, why? Do you know what they said? They said, I don't think this person takes this seriously anymore. They're not really in stories. They're not really posting. I don't see them in Guts and Grace community. I literally was like, but they are. This person wants to be a jewel and have a large organization. And I know that they're actually doing reach out messages. You guys, we have to shine bright so our diamonds can find us. I really do believe Plexus is moving towards being a billion-dollar company. I know we're really pushing to grow Arizona to be as big as Celeste Gwyn's Texas. Like, I want to be the Celeste Gwyn of Arizona. Hey, Nick Haley could be the Celeste Gwyn of Washington. It's so untouched. But more and more people are sharing what we have, and people are going to start choosing that person that they feel like takes this the most seriously. She's like, I want to support your family. I know that this income means a lot to you. You guys, do your customers know? Does your network know that this income means a lot to you? Check out, is it Krista Deary? Yes, Krista Deary, Krista and Chad Deary. Check out her post for today. She wants to grow her organization to make more money so she can help her child that has so many medical issues. She's not even making enough as a diamond to be able to cover this. It's big, big bucks. She's just outright saying, I'm going to the next rate because I've got to cover this for my family, for my child. I believe this is how God's going to provide for us. You guys, we have to get vulnerable. We have to say how much this income means to us, where we're going, why. People want to see somebody who's real, who has vision for the future, confidence, and who's grateful. So yes, this person ended up re-signing up with me, even though I was like, no, 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 no. And then they're like, I did it. Can you see me in back office? And I'm like, yes, well, I'm taking care of you. I'm also encouraging them to go to the person I'm talking about and tell them. That is the kind thing to do, I think. Integrous thing to do. You guys, let's show up as the experts. Shine bright again. Shine bright again. Last thing, this is for today, for your day. You are right on time. Do you know that right now? There's a reason why you're here. You are right on time. You are not too late. I feel very emotional saying those words. You are not too late. I don't care what your rank is, how many points you've lost. You haven't lost as many as I have, so there. I beat you. I win. Every one of your experiences and your failures are chances now for you to learn from, to grow from, to happily pivot in, to rejoice that the old is gone and the new is come. You guys, you have a future and a hope here in Plexus. I really do believe that. There really are so many good works for you to walk in that I believe God has ordained for you actually in this business for his glory. To be that person who just shares the helpful, sweet, kind word. It's like Jessica Hogendorn messaging me on a very bad day and decides to fill up my messenger with her voice, just speaking out things that I'm just like honoring me, like I was her queen or something. You guys, like, do we realize the power that we have with our tongues? Not just to get customers, but to fulfill God's command of loving our neighbor as ourselves. Take the time. This doesn't mean it takes all day. This means if you're serious about this, if you and I are serious about shining bright as diamonds, being right on time, right? We're not too late, learning from our past, living this life of love, deciding to find our flow again, the new flow going forward and staying consistent there. You guys, that is something that God can bless. That is something God can bless. You have a gift. I love you. I pray that you are able to get to convention this year, even if it's for one day. The reason why I'm mentioning this too, even if like there's so much going on, Sell stuff from your garage and get there even for one day. Your network is watching. And if you want your future team to prioritize it and be there too, we got to get there. And I know for me, it is going to take some major shifting for my family this year for me to even be there, you guys. So it doesn't get easier just because the money's there. I promise. I promise. Be there. There are huge, wonderful announcements. They're making it an even more special experience. There is a new line that's coming out. Some of you have kind of guessed it. And I told one person here, Liz, I'm like, hey, why do you think that? And she's like, you're the one who said this in the chat at this exact moment when somebody else said this. And I was like, but be excited. We have even more of a gift to offer so many. I love doing this with you. Look out for Gigi Wellbeing. Having other leaders alongside of you with different giftings, you guys, I can't inspire even my own customers with just me. I want them to see Nikayla. I do. I want them to hear from Liz. I want them to hear from my 20-year-old daughter. I want them to hear from Michelle Clifton, who went back to work as an RN for 7 months because she's like, I don't know if I'm going to really make this money with Flexus. She's back, you guys. She's back. Oh my gosh, Nikayla has morphed into like 30 years younger. And she is so darling. She now has curly hair and the sweetest cheeks. Hello, Henley. Hi. I'm so distracted by babies and kids. Hi, Henley. You sweet girl. Let's do this together. Also, vulnerability, openness, honesty here. Ali Bashand, yes, Ali Bashand and Brianne Polis. Do I say Polis? In my brain, I say Polis. You'll have to tell me. Polis. Oh, baby. Is that Greek? I don't know. You seem Greek. You have the. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
My husband is like 1% Greek, so he's as Greek as his last name.
Okay. So weird that I just said that. So Allie, Brienne, and don't forget, you guys, Brienne is Allie's gold. And Allie has another gal named Jennifer White. You know her. They do have their own customer page. And I'm just going to say this. I think this is unbelievably amazing. A couple of months ago, it's probably more than that now. Brienne went to Allie and said, I see a hole. This is an issue. We need a place for our customers. This is disorganized. I can't find what I want for my customers. Good for her. She went to her upline. What her upline do? All right, you want to do? Let's go. That is how we do things here. You see a hole, you go to your upline. We don't complain and go somewhere else and quit or moan and grow. No, let's provide solutions together, right? When you link up, you're going to be stronger, wiser, smarter. Also, Allie knows I'm sharing this for your future leadership, you guys. Allie knows she my level 1 baby. Anything that we do on our new customer care page, she and Brianne and Jen can also pull from and use for their page. We are always better together. You guys, there will be times when we will be going off into different directions that are wise. And every leader is going to be so different. Here to run with you, Lou, I know had an announcement. Did you want to say something?
Yes, so GGC, it does not run on its own. The content does not just appear. So I want to say thank you really quickly. Our spring admins were Gabby Roberts, Janessa Mitchell, Larissa Dunnigan, Sanchia Schomburg, Liz Crowell, myself, and BK. So we've taken care of the posting for March and April. So that being said, we're in May now. We're halfway through May. And so we need more people who want to post. And the great thing about posting in Guts and Grace community is your people who are in there, whether they're potentials or old customers or current customers, they're going to see you posting and them seeing you showing up and posting, even if it's just testimonials that you literally copy, paste, edit a little bit, you're going to look like the expert that you are. So highly recommend if you want to do this, just reach out to me. I'll be reaching out to a couple of you, but it's very simple. You're literally only going to post like 8 times. Sorry, I'm wrong. We're halfway through May, so like 6 times. Literally just 6 posts once a week. I schedule mine for Saturdays. So it's really easy. We have a little like guideline, so it's simple for you to edit it and stuff. So if you are interested in doing that, you can put it in the chat on here or just message me and we'll get that set up. So just want to say thank you, ladies. We could not do this without you.
That's awesome. And leaders, go to your downline too. That might like somebody that might just be kind of off on their own right now and be like, would you want to do this? I feel like this could help you like get back on track and give in a certain way. And your customers will see you on there. So cool. Gigi well-being, we really want it up within the next 2 weeks. But that said, there are things that we want logged into this group and organized well until we start adding people back in. This is going to be a wonderful place to do customer care and reach out to people that have quit too and be like, I know you're not even on Plexus anymore, but this little Plexus group is not just about Plexus. It has so much more. There's an RN in there. We have a nurse practitioner coming in and sharing soon. There's stuff on nutrition, on exercise, on EMFs, on all sorts of things. You're going to want to be in there. Okay. Okay. That's all. Thanks for joining, friends. Go shine bright like diamonds. If you've forgotten the gift that you have, take some time with me and another upline to get back there. Take some time to journal. Us book club girls, we're getting back into journaling and writing down our wins for the day, retraining our brains to see our past failures as experiences and things to grow on and build on. There's a future and a hope going forward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. See you at convention. It's not too late. I know it's not too late to find somebody. Henley, I love that you are here with us today.
She's talking to you, Henley.
Hi.
Hey, Henley,
Look at my nails.
I have that color on my toes. You can't see though. Is it red? Lou does too.
You have red on your nails.
Ooh, did your mama do that? Or did you? You're a funny girl. We're just gonna all do that back to her. Can you come every time to our team calls, maybe?
When I come-
Look at this.
You lost his head, huh?
We lost it.
Yeah.
Oh. Michaela's like, press the button, the bye-bye button. We love you, Henley. You're gonna have so much fun with your mama today. I just know it. I have this feeling, huh? You go have fun with your mama. Okay, bye. Bye, friends. Just all bring your babies, please.